So now let's do our practical section where we digitalize the survey instrument we were given. Okay. So you look at our first question on this survey instrument or questionnaire is serial number. Serial number. So we can copy serial number. Remember that we said we add questions to the survey form in Kobo Toolbox by using this plus sign. So when I click on this plus sign, it gives me a space to type. A space to type. So I can paste the survey the serial number I copied here. Yes. And then I click on add question to add the type of data I want to receive for this serial number. So I click on add question, and this is not a select one type of question. It demands that people input either numbers or text. So if you want your serial number to be a combination of digits or numbers and letters, then you can use text. If you require that your participants only input data, that is, or the serial number to be only numbers, you can use number. In this case, I want my serial number to be a combination of text and a combination of letters and numbers, so I will use text. Okay, that is done. That is done. Now let's look at the next question on the survey form is date and time. So with this date and time, I can just copy this, go back to the Kobo Toolbox, click on the plus sign to add a section or a question. Then I paste the date and time I copied and click on add question to add the data type. With this, as it states here, date and time. So it requires that people input date and time. So we have date and time here. So I'll just click on date and time, and that is all. It's done. If you would like to enter something, or you would like to give a hint, an idea about what data to provide in a section, that is where you use the question hint. The question hint. So for example, if I want people to input the current date and time here, I can just click here and say provide current date, and time. That is it. Let's go to our next question. You see, the next question is an introduction. So this is just a note that it requires that the person who is answering the questions or providing data in the survey form will only read to gain some information, but not to do anything about them. So you can just copy the first introduction, go here to Kobo Toolbox, click on the plus sign, paste it here, click on add question to add a data type. And you know this is a note. I don't know if I talked about, did I talk about a note when I was talking about data types? I think no. So for the note is just when you use the note when you want to display something to the participants. You want to give them an information, so they will do nothing about it. It doesn't require that they provide answers to that, but then you are just giving an information out to them. So that is where you use notes. So an introduction is notes. So we click on notes. You come back to the survey form and see that, and then you see that there is actually a lot of words here for the introduction. You can just copy that one too. Go back to Kobo Toolbox, click on plus sign to add a section or a question. You paste what you copied. Click on add question to indicate or select which type of data type you've just added. and that is also a note. So we click on notes, and then we are done with that. Whenever you want to look at what you've done so far, what you do is when you come to the upper left hand side of the interface, you see an eye icon here and it says preview form. So you can look at what you've done with the preview form button. Click on it and it gives us a preview of what we've done. You see the title is boldly written on top here. The serial number is here. The date and time, you see the hint we provided that said provide current date and time is also beneath here and is very faint. That is how it is. When you click here, you get access to calendar. When you click here, you get access to a clock. All right. See the note we added, the introduction and the other notes we added, you see they are also here nicely, and you can't click or do anything about them, just as we said. Okay. Let's go back to our form. When you are done doing the preview, you just click on this multiplication sign here or close sign here, and it ends the preview. Okay, let's go back to our survey instrument and add more questions. There is a topic here that says section A, socio-demographic characteristics of respondents. This is also a note because the respondents will do nothing about this. So we click on the plus sign, we paste, we click on add question and say it's a note. Okay. Now we are back to the main questions. The first one says that, what is your gender? What is your gender? So we copy what is your gender, Control C for copy, Control V for paste, and then go back to the Kobo toolbox. Click on the plus sign, paste your question, what is your gender? And you see, as we said, this type of question will demand that the person answering selects either male or female. So that is a select one type of question. So you just click on select one. Then it gives you the options, and you can either copy your options and paste there, or you can write them up. And we have male, and the next one is female. That is it. If you want to add extra options, you see this click to add another response here. You just click on it and you are good to go. Okay, back to the survey instrument. We have, what is your age in years? What is your age in years? We can copy that, go back here, click on the plus sign to add a section or a question, click on control, we press on Control V to paste. We would like to use the in years as a hint rather than to be part of the question. So I clear that. This, when you look at this question, we've given a range of ages that respondents will just check one or select one. So this is a select one type of question. If we were given, if we had not added the options and we wanted the participants to write their age, then we will be using text. But in this case, there are options. So we can't use text, but rather select one. So we click on add question and say select one, select one. Then we can copy our options and paste them here. The first one is less than 18. First one is less than 18. The second one is 18 to 24. 18 to 24. The third one is 25 to 34. So you see now my options are exhausted. So I want to add new. So I click on this, click to add another response, and it opens another option. I paste it there, go back, copy, click another to add another response, paste it there. And then click on that, select and also copy, click on this to add another response, and I paste. I would like to remove the alphabets that are starting the options. I don't want them to appear in the form, but if you want them to appear in the form, you can just leave them. Okay, we are done with that too. If you don't want to lose your form or what you've done so far, what you do is there is save here. You can always click on save to save. You can click on this save to save your work. Our next question is, what is your level of education? What is your level of education? I click on add the plus sign to add a question. I paste it. Click on add question to add a data type. This, when you look at this is also a select one type of question because we've listed them for participants to select one. So it's a select one type of question. And the first one is no formal education. No formal education. The next one is primary education. Click on this to add another option. The next one is secondary education. And the last one is tertiary education.